This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by CFU, the power of service.
Social media has become one of the best ways to communicate with consumers, especially the younger generation. The UNI Athletic Department has been ramping up their social media efforts through Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Pinterest, and have watched as the activity surrounding their online profiles rise each and every year. We take a look at where you, the fans, like to connect with UNI Athletics and what the staff is doing to keep ahead of the curve.
This was one way that we can reach the public, fans, and recruits for coaches to introduce them to UNI. So I don't think you can put a dollar amount on it, but it's interesting to see that this is the way that many people connect. So we always want to show the fun side of our student athletes, the side that most people don't get to see on a daily basis. So we like to let the media show the part where the highlights and the really great dunks and the great touchdowns and that kind of thing. But we want to show the emotional side and the fun side and the student side of our athletes. Every year we have a talent show where the students do whatever they want to do. And those seem to get the greatest hits. It was completely student produced and they just ran with it. I would say the one that we edited that gets the absolute most hits was when we took Sire Colmorgan downtown Cedar Falls and had him ask people about what they thought about Sire Colmorgan. And so many hadn't seen him without a helmet, had no idea who he was, and it was a great way to introduce him to the community and let him connect with them.
Well, it's access. And the one thing in Northern Iowa we can pride ourselves, even versus the other two institutions in the state, is access. And our coaches make themselves available, personally, but now, Ben Jacobson, Mark Farley making themselves available through social media as well. And it's just one more way. We talk about fan experience. It doesn't start when you walk inside the door. It starts with people thinking and building a personal relationship with their coaches.
I got onto it for a different reason, with Paul Jesperson's niece, Maddie, who's 6 years old and battling cancer. And that's what really prompted me to do it. They were doing some things, and we felt like that I could help by getting on social media. And now having been on it for a little while, it doesn't take long to understand the impact that it can have. With Maddie's situation, I feel like it did have a positive impact, and that's good. And there's some more things that we're going to do for Maddie, and social media is the way to go to get that done. I send out all my own tweets, absolutely, 100% of them. I was away from my phone for 2 days, so I had Michelle send out a couple of them only because I was away from my phone for 2 days. Other than that, every single one of them is mine.
You definitely can't predict the future, but obviously social media isn't going away. Everybody seems to want to put every detail of their lives out there, good and bad. And so we don't know what the next platform will be, but I think there's definitely always going to be the social interaction. I mean, people, it's sad they're not socially interacting one-on-one in person, but people still want to connect in a way, and so that's how social media is reaching everybody.
People choose how they access everything, and we have to be on a forum and be in a position to allow them to access UNI through the means that today's people access things, which is social media. It's not without its headaches. We monitor social media. We have all sorts of policies related to social media. It's a whole new level for compliance, but it is, fact of the matter, it's today's day and age. And so we want to get our arms around it and frame it as positively as we can.